Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of The Variety Show with Adam Srenko. We are back with some more Black Myth Wukong. Is this game? Let's get into it. So last time we went back through the cave and went back through all the different areas that we missed and found some new bosses and stuff. Um, well, I think we only found a couple bosses actually, but we did find one of the last longs that we needed to kill. Um, but it seems like we might need to come back to him because we didn't manage to kill him. So, um, but yeah, we also defeated a frog that was just chilling in the cave as well, and we also saved our friend, the poor guy. But then he immediately got captured again, so not really much there. But yeah, we'll continue this episode exploring the region and hopefully save our
Mine eyes
guy.
doth see the Tao from the making pills is an
Yeah,
art of patience. Haste avails nothing.
I
Many are
guess it's
bent
based
on
on
seeking shortcuts.
time in the game and not
Hence
time
Gilbert
in
came to be.
real life. So here's the thing. I was trying to look for where the armor worm, I guess, was uh yesterday, but I couldn't find it. So I was confused why I wasn't able to access it. But it's over here. So you want to feed it the silk pellets or whatever we got. You want to feed it 3 of them, and then we'll see what happens. Oh yeah, also we got a whole bunch of stuff last time because we unlocked some new things. Slightly increases damage reduction. This effect is enhanced when equipped with the Golden Sun Crow. Do we have that? Golden. I guess we don't. Okay, that's fine. What else do we get? We got Puppet Tick. Ooh, considerably reduces the mana cost for a Pluck of Many. That sounds pretty good. We got the board as well. Health recovery is halved, but attack is increased for a short duration after using the gourd. That's pretty good. Oh, yeah, and I went around and bought all the different items that we had for sale off screen in between. So bought this iron pellet. Using the gourd can no longer be interrupted by incoming attacks and provides considerable damage reduction, which sounds a lot like the one that we have equipped. Let me see if we can set that up. And then we got this as well. And then I think we got a little thing for Zubachi. Uh, Born with a clumsy heart and trapped in life's advance and retreat, breaking precepts repeatedly, following nature, not the Buddha's feet. With rake and tusk, smashing fate, burrowing in karma's weight, rolling in the muddy world, heedless of scorn or debate. In the highest sky above the jade pool. What? Okay. In the highest sky above the jade pool. Amidst the swirling clouds and mist, the celestial maidens flitted to and fro. Today, the Queen Mother of the West was hosting a lotus viewing banquet. As Admiral Tianpeng walked past the gate, he saw a tall, burly man blocked by a celestial maiden. Admiral Curtain-Raiser, the maiden said in a polite but cold manner. Without a handwritten invitation from the Queen Mother, you cannot sit by the pool. If you don't mind, why not take a seat in the side hall and have some tea? The burly man responded in obedience, but his gaze fixed in the main hall. At such behavior, Tian Peng subtly, sut, 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 sub, subtly, sub, subtly, subtle. Is that how you spell subtle? Subtly, subtly. Okay, I guess it is. Subtly, subtle, subtle. Okay. Shook his head, a faint smile playing on his lips. He presented his invitation to the other maiden at the gate and strode in, his head held high. The banquet was in full swing, with celestial officials exchanging toasts, their joyful laughter resonating throughout the hall, creating an atmosphere of mirth and merriment. Tian Peng, an admiral who guarded the celestial river, seldom attended such festive, festive gatherings. However, he managed to greet everyone as if he was well acquainted with them all while mindful not to overindulge in wine. The god of longevity stood beside the Queen Mother, stroking his beard and chuckled. Such extravagance. I wonder how would the peach banquet surpass it? A constellation officer, standing nearby, chuckled at the elder's concern. Elder, such worries are in vain. With the allure of those 9,000 year peaches, even a casual arrangement of tables outside the celestial gate would draw the dignitaries from across the three realms, be they noble or humble, eager to partake in a taste. A red-faced immortal sneered. It's not the peaches they seek, but rather to bow before the Jade Emperor and the Three Supremes, worship the Buddhas of the West. Such assemblies are scarce pretexts for them to curry favor and bask in the company of the divine. The Queen Mother spoke with solemn dignity. The peach banquet is no trivial matter. Our gathering today is but a prelude, a rehearsal of the rites and rituals that must be executed with exactness and reverence. Upon concluding her speech, the Queen Mother signaled to the Lord of Luna with a glance. With a clap of his hands, a group of maidens dressed in white entered the hall. The maidens took their positions by the jade pool and began to play instruments, sing, and dance. Among them, one dancer, with hair like silver and a dress like clouds, stood out with her exceptional grace. Tian Peng had never seen the beautiful celestial maiden so closely, and he was fascinated. A celestial maiden in a violet gauze dress, holding an exquisite cup of wine with both of her hands. Admiral, she softly called. Drenched, drenched in his fascination, Tian Peng took the cup from her hands, yet his gaze never left the white dancing sleeves. As the dance concluded, Tian Peng regained senses. He rose up to toast the Queen Mother, yet the queue was long. By the time he reached the end of it, he found himself already outside the gate. Wait, what? By the time he reached the end of it, I was already outside the gate. Okay, I don't really understand that. Suddenly, he heard someone shouting, "Shoes, his shoes!" He looked over and saw two celestial officers supporting a drunken monkey as they hurried past. Champagne thought to himself, when will I ever get to be as drunk as that monkey? Okay. I don't really understand that. I guess, is Champagne Zubaji, I guess? I don't know. I guess we'll find out, because there was that weird cutscene where he, like, looked at the mirror and then there was, like, a human looking back. So, maybe? Let's see. Okay. And then I wanted to check you real quick, because we have Laurel Buds, which are moderately increases damage reduction, but then we have these is now provides considerable damage reduction. So, and it has the no longer interrupting attack. So that sounds pretty good to me. Let's see if there's anything else we want to add. Season gourd increases damage reduction. Plants. It might be useful to have these, but I'll worry about that later. And then this. I thought we had some drinks that were more than just 2 soaks. Maybe not.
Where there is place.
Uh, it's
There's
not. I
no
don't know.
going
I'm
back to
confused.
the old.
But let's go back. I thought there was another one that we had that was 3 things. Okay, well, that's fine. Okay, travel to back here. I think I'm starting to get a bit of a cold, so apologies if I clear my throat. Let's see. I guess this is where we came. Yeah. So this way. Oh yeah, I also sold all of our will, so we have like no will now. Should probably be saving these thingies, but eh, it's fine. Haven't seen any enemies yet, which is kind of strange. Ah, here we go. I guess that was it.
No meddling.
There. Oh, hello. Keep seeing this guy, and it seems like we just keep getting this random eye thing. We got this one, this one, this one, this one. Seek virtue in the mundane and tread with care. In everyday parlance, let caution guide your flair. Okay. This way. Go. Oh, this guy's one of the powered up ones. I guess I'll take it now. Probably should save it just after, until after we kill that guy, but ow. 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 Okay. Hey, could you like come up here? 'Cause I can't really fight you while you're being all annoying. Okay. Come on, just a little closer. Okay. Why so dramatic? Let's see. Do we think this is a fake one? I don't think so. Nope. Oh. This one looks a little bit different. I think. I missed. Oh, I guess we have fought that kind before. Oh, hello. Uh, okay, going. We did go down that way, right? Yeah. Uh-huh. Nice. Yeah, great. I can already tell this is going to be awful.
Why dredge up the past? Aren't we here now? Don't you remember how I spared your life when he asked me to clean up the rest of your sisters?
I do remember. And more than that, I even remember how I survived on my sister's flesh after you left.
That's not all on us. The culprit is that centipede. All would have lived if he didn't weigh my master's flesh over your lives.
Yes, he was blinded by greed. But he has repented and made his compensation. He even offered that thing to sustain my life. Otherwise, I'd never live to see you today.
My dear, is that true? That thing is in your hands.
Unbelievable. Even now, in your heart, the monkey still comes first.
The monkey? Nah, for me, beauty always comes first.
Good. Carry on with these nice words. Once I'm satisfied, I might lift my finger and tell you where to find it.
You wicked hag! Can't you see your old face? Still obsessed with all this lovey-dovey crap at this age? Ridiculous!
Every day trapped in this hollow, I missed and dreamed, waiting for the day to eat you right after we mate, so I can heal.
Then eat! Could have saved me from your stupid ceremony and vows! What a farce!
My appetite is lost, not just for you, but also for her.
Mother?
hideous spider who fathered such a thing. Your fate today has nothing to do with me. I had my mercy misplaced, that's all. What took you so long? I almost died. Now
Go,
go
call
quick,
your
Miss
sisters.
Hag, and get me down.
Monkeys, the bane of my life. Why do you always have to ruin my plans? In what way am I any less than monkeys? This monkey that you love. I'll chop his heart, slice his liver, and make you eat them!
Yay! Ow. Heal, please. Ow. Oh. Should have probably been listening to the guy. We're probably gonna die here. But maybe not. See if we can use. Okay, we just need to take out half her health. Ow. Oh. Okay. Okay, well, let's try this with full health next this time. We kind of ran into here without restocking on our supplies. Okay. Just quickly run into here. Oh. I think our friends are already dead. Let's use. Ow! Ah! Oh. Why am I... I don't know why I'm stuck in web. There we go. Come on. Get out of this web. Oh my god. And... dead. Nice. Okay, I guess not dead, but defeated.
Yeah, go after her. She has the relic. Go. I can take care of myself.
This is literally my nightmare. That's horrible. Oh my god. Oh! No! This is horrible. Stop it. No. Oh my god. Where am I supposed to go? Ugh. Ugh. I hate this so much. Oh, oh. Okay. I don't know. I guess that was supposed to happen. But that was horrible. Do not play this if you're arachnophobic. Literally die. Well, that was horrible. Okay, now where are we? Temple of Yellow Flowers. Ah, there we go. Okay, what do we got? Chitin Staff. On successful hit with charge attack. This is the one we already had, isn't it? Ah, okay. Upon some in poison state, hits inflict the enemy with poison bane. Okay, so that's why you would want to have that charm, be to have this staff. Um, but an interesting looking weapon, but I don't really like using poison staff. But it does have a really high critical rate, which is nice. But that's fine. We'll stick with this. Hello, Grafty. Hope you witnessed the avalanche of spider things. That was terrifying. Hello. Nice. Okay, what do we got? Sword Taoist. To seek the Tao, he journeys far. With steadfast heart, he finds the gate. In the depths of sword skills, he glimpses roots of ascensions innate. Every 10 years, the Temple of Yellow Flowers opens its doors to recruit disciples. One day, a newly admitted young Taoist discovered that the disciples focused on innate practice were divided into three different groups based on their skills. One used staff, another used fly whisks, okay, and the third used swords. The young Taoist observed them closely and noticed that the disciples who used staffs and fly whisk were also responsible for various chores around the temple and had less favorable living conditions. In contrast, the disciples who used swords only needed to focus on their training, and they were even privileged to receive daily guidance from the master. The young Taoist secretly consulted the senior disciples and found out that the sword disciples were also the quickest to achieve enlightenment and ascension. However, becoming a disciple of the sword group was no easy task. It required passing a rigorous examination by the master, and only those deemed to have the highest potential were given the opportunity. The young Taoist visited each senior disciple, noting down the questions the master had asked him in the past, and made thorough preparations. Eventually, he succeeded in his endeavor, winning first place. The master personally tied his hair into a top knot and bestowed upon him a sword. From well, hopefully everything's working. I just got a warning on YouTube. From the moment that he joined the sword group, he woke up early every day to train under the supervision of Beetle Commander. In the afternoons, he strengthened his ki under the master's guidance. Though the life was monotonous and arduous, he was very content. After more than a decade of rigorous cultivation, the disciples of Sword group finally earned the master's approval. The master informed them that their skills were now proficient enough for them to enter the mountain for secluded meditation. If they were fortunate enough, they could achieve their ascension. Okay. Well, it didn't seem like they were doing a very good job because I kind of killed them with one hit. Let's check out this lady as well. Violet Spider. Once she rode the cloud chariot to the high terrace. Now she dwells in a secluded cave by the mountain base. The breeze by the frail bridge chills her delicate frame. Spring arrives, another bridal gown newly made. Upon reaching a cluster of huts in the forest, Tang Monk decided to seek alms for food. As he approached the village, he saw several women playing with balls under a pavilion. Invited by them into their home, he was suddenly thrown to the ground, tied up with ropes, and hung from a beam in the most uncomfortable manner. Okay. While climbing trees and branches, Sung Wukong turned back and saw a glimmer of light. Realizing that his master must have encountered Yao Guais, he summoned the local keeper for details and learned that the glimmer was from the celestial bathing spring, which had been taken over by seven spider guais. Knowing that they bathed 3 times a day, Sun Wukong transformed into an eagle, swooped down, and stole all of their clothes from the rack. Baji, seeing so many women's clothes, persistently inquired and learned that 7 guais were bathing. Overjoyed, he rushed to the spring. Without any hesitation, he stripped off his black garb and jumped into the water, transforming into a catfish guai. The spiders tried to catch him, yet none of them succeeded. Recognizing one of them as an old acquaintance, Baji mischievously swam around her legs. He floated and dived around her until he was out of breath and hazed. The guais, retreating into their cave, fetched some old clothes and called upon their 7 adopted sons to guard the house, while they headed to the Temple of Yellow Flowers to seek aid. Meanwhile, Baji retraced his steps and reunited with the Fellowship. Together, they defeated the insect sons and freed their master. Without delay, they hurried to the Temple of Golden Flowers. The temple master, who practiced alongside the 7 spider guais, learned that Tang Monk was a monk of 10 lifetimes merit, and that his fellow spiders were humiliated, prepared 4 cups of poison tea, intending to exact revenge on the Fellowship and ultimately consume Tang Monk. However, Sung Wukong saw through the ruse, overturned the teacups, and defeated the spider guys, forcing them to retreat. The Taoist master then engaged, prompting Wukong to order Baji to eliminate the 7 spider guys in his stead. Following his command, Baji wielded his rake and struck down each of the spiders, sparing only the last one. Remembering their brief affair in the water, he hesitated, and with a final thrust of his rake into the ground, he told her to flee for her life. So that was the lady that I guess we didn't kill her, but we defeated. I should probably go back and rest at the bonfire, but it's just do the same trick we used before. Oh. So we only have to charge it to level 2. Hope you're having a wonderful Friday night, Gruffy. Thank you for joining for a little bit. That must be the fly thing. Fly whisk, yeah. Okay. The wide-robed and crane cloak fluttered in the breeze. Why compare the righteous with the unrighteous, please? Praising virtues and merits disturbs the sweet dream. Whisking dusk and sweeping earth disrupts the sweet, serene theme. Okay. In Petalfall Hamlet lived a Taoist. He had taken his vows last and was the youngest, and thus the Grandmaster doted on him. He too was glad to wait on the Grandmaster at all times. The Grandmaster extended a hand, he served tea. If the Grandmaster lifted a foot, he removed his shoe. He swatted flies, fanned the breeze, and made the bed, and tidied the covers quick and thorough in his duties. The Grandmaster favored him greatly. His fellow disciples burned with jealousy, but they couldn't stoop to such fawning. They only could speak ill of him behind his back and bully him to vent their ire. One day the Grandmaster held a test to assess his disciples' learning. When it was the turn of the youngest, he decided to be lenient with him. He only asked him to recite a passage from the scripture of Tao Te Ching. The youngest disciple put on a smug face and chanted in a loud, clear voice, "The Tao produced 1, 1, produced 2, 2, produced 3, 3, produced all things." The other disciples had long awaited this moment, and their wish was finally granted. They roared with laughter, and even stole glances at the Grand Master to see his reaction. The Grand Master, furious, stormed off in a huff. The other disciples then warned the young one, You've committed a grave blunder, and incited his anger today. Don't dream of learning any solid skills from him now." After that incident, the Grand Master shunned the youngest disciple. But then he found that he had no one to wait on him properly. Over time, he reminisced about the young disciple's attentiveness. Before long, the disciple was summoned to serve him again, but when he saw the disciple's disinterest in Taoist learning, his aversion returned. One day, the youngest disciple implored the Grandmaster to teach him some skills, and the Grandmaster took the fly swatting, fan weaving motions the boy did each day and made them into a set of moves. Who knows if it was meant as sarcasm? In the end, he taught the boy those moves and wind wielding techniques, and that was all the boy could hope for. Interesting. Again, I kind of defeated him a little bit too early to show off the skills, but I'm sure there's probably more than one. Hello. Ow, ow. There. It's actually pretty tough. The Mountain Stone. when using the gourd grants considerable chance to take a sip without consuming gourd uses. Oh, okay. Interesting. And for having a good night. Eating helps keep conversation at that point. Not that I'm good at. Yeah, cool. Thanks for joining. Uh-oh. This thing looks dangerous. Ah. Ow. No, I don't have any healing. Of course. I'll just do this. Oh, apparently I can't read. I thought you were saying you were leaving. Yeah. Cool. Glad you're having a good night. Okay, this way, I guess. Yeah, can't go that way. Hello. We did get some more journal entries. Let's check those out. Staff Taoist. Okay. Fairy mountains, cloud, and waters are connected to the horizon, and home is nowhere to be seen. Holding a stick, I walk far into the dangerous nest and enjoy the white snow and yellow buds. Long ago, a mountain village sat on a ridge teeming with insects. Strange things keep happening, so the villagers all moved out, leaving leaving it a deserted village. Oh, leaving it. Okay, leaving it a deserted village. In the village below lived a young man. His mother had died, and his father was a poor wastrel. What is that? Wastrel? Wastrel? Wastrel. I don't think I've ever seen that word before. It means, if I load, a wasteful or good for nothing person. Okay, well I could have I guess I could have guessed that. Uh, who paid him no mind. The villagers looked down on him and often abused him. Well, he couldn't endure such disdain, so he fled to live in the abandoned village. Little did he know that the village was claimed by a swarm of insect guys. As soon as the young man reached the ridge, the Yao guys seized him. He didn't fight back, and as a deep-rooted death wish stemming from a life without attachments, had long infested his heart. Wait, what? He didn't fight back. Oh, he didn't fight back as a deep-rooted death wish stemming from a life without attachment had long infested his heart. Seeing his resignation, the insects didn't harm him. Instead, they provided him shelter in a dilapidated shack. That night, a middle-aged Taoist brought him food and clothing. I heard you have nowhere to go, so I brought you some things for daily use. If you don't mind, take me as your master and stay here. I can teach you practices for ascension. The youth hadn't been cared for in so long. He eagerly donned the Taoist robe and performed the rites to acknowledge his master. From then on, he lived and trained with the insect guys. They spent their days dining and walking together, and at night they slept side by side. One day, a scholar barged into the young man's room. I've just escaped from the Uh, Yao Guai's lair. They had trapped me in a cocoon sack, and I'm unsure of their intentions. I'm fleeing this place. You're human. You should come with me. The young man shook his head. I'm content here. Why should I leave? The scholar grew angry. Because they're Yao Guais and you're human. Even if they don't harm you, staying with them long enough will turn you into a Yao Guai as well. You're right, the young man said as he grabbed his staff and knocked the scholar to the ground. But even if I turn into a Yao Guai, I'll do so gladly. The scholar deemed that the young man was past saving. Gritting his teeth against the pain, he crawled out the door and fled alone. I think the scholar was in one of the other ones. I think it was the Chiefs, I think? I think it was the Centipede Guy. Yeah, I think that was him. God, it's Snake Herbalist. Pine, bamboo, plum granted him a purple hue, yet hearts of jackals, tigers, and leopards he possesses true. Collecting herbs from mountains and streams, no desire to aid the world, lost in selfish dreams. In the old day, there was a Taoist temple at the foot of Purple Cloud Mountain. An ascetic Taoist nun, worn from her long travels, sought shelter there one night. The temple nuns, moved by her devotion, offered her hot water and fresh clothes. As she bathed, the nun heard a sound from the rafters. Without showing any sign of alarm, she put on her robe and nonchalantly picked up her fly whisk. With a gentle flick, the whisk stretched and coiled with her motion, sneaking up the rafters and seizing a Yaoguai. Alerted by the commotion, the temple nuns rushed to the room to investigate. On the ground crouched a snake guai with green scales, unfazed by its capture. It seemed the nuns had been its prior victims, now taking turns to scold it. The snake guai looked at them with contempt and puffed out its cheek to spew green venom in every direction. Anyone struck by even a drop collapsed at once, writhing in pain. As the guai had no remorse, the nun took out a wispy golden needle, prepared to destroy it. Only then did the snake show fear. It pleaded at once, I'm just a lesser herbalist guai from the mountain. In my basket outside is the antidote for them. Please, will you spare my life, immortal lady? Hearing its sincere plea, the nun granted it mercy. The guai rummaged in its basket and handed her some small white pellets. These are the leaves from the pearl tree. They are rare in the mortal world and can cure all venoms. It fed one each to each Taoist nun, and they recovered at once. After that, the temple always had tree pearls on hand, and many afflicted by venom came here to seek aid. But the high cost of a tree pearl meant many, unable to afford it, had to face the toxin's fatal outcome. Okay, interesting. Yeah, great. Some sort of tiger snake. Let's go this way first. Okay. Oh, great. One. Ow. Ow. Okay. I guess. Let's. I guess let's go this way. See if there's maybe a save point we can grab before we die again. So I have to run all this way. Is there one? I see a sword, dude. one up here too. Wonderful. Okay, we'll grab this and then we'll head back down. Not enough violence. We'll get there. I'm just facing off of the grunts right now. See what this tiger snake thing is capable of. Ow. You. There we go. Didn't really do much. I'm kind of expecting more, to be honest. Snake Sheriff. Okay. Well, it's definitely not a snake. But I guess, I don't know. I guess it's like a dragon or a dragon. I guess, yeah, I guess it's like a dragon, tiger, snake thing. I don't know. A head so large, a tail so thin, 7 feet long. A patterned form, electric eyes, fierce and strong. With tiger stripes, it boasts with pride, yet beneath its head a strange guise hides. Oh, okay. So it's like a snake wearing a dragon, or a tiger head, I guess. In the mountains, there was a tiger with a strong desire for the Tao. He traveled across high mountains and great rivers, seeking a Taoist temple to practice. However, his Taoist affinity was thin, and he couldn't find a master willing to accept him until he reached the webbed ridge, hoping to become a disciple under accomplished immortal. At first, the immortal master disdained him for being a mere tiger, unlike his other disciples, and refused to meet him. The tiger knelt outside the mountain gate for several days without rising. The immortal master, sensing his sincerity, gave him a chance and accepted him as an outer disciple. Unexpectedly, the tiger had no steadfastness. The tiger had no steadfastness. After the initial fervor, he didn't put in the effort. The immortal master advised him, one's practice relies on oneself, not the master. The tiger couldn't grasp this and was punished to guard the mountain at the force of ferocity. Feeling resentful, the tiger became even lazier and spent his days lying idly under a tree and cursing his master to pass the time. One day, while half asleep under the tree, complaining about his master, he suddenly heard a soft sigh and felt something slip into his mouth. Startled, he sat up, but there was no one around. He retched for a long time but couldn't expel anything, thinking it was a dream. Thinking it was just a dream. After some time, the tiger's neck became long and thin, and he could no longer speak. He diligently patrolled Forest of Ferocity every day. People whispered among themselves. He started his Taoist practice with enthusiasm, but ended poorly. The master must have punished him, which is why he looks like this now. From now on, we best be careful. Okay. Interesting. So I guess it is a tiger, but its neck is elongated for for some reason. Some magical pellet or something. And there's more than one, so it's like I don't really understand why there's more than one. This guy's was easy. And to think I was afraid of him. Oh, hello. Don't like this guy. Like a slug, I guess? Yeah, a worm. Okay. Swallowing pills to hasten flight, in tainted streams he shares the blight. Better to seek the straight and true than in the crooked paths pursue. The disciples who practiced swordsmanship in the temple had been training under their master for a long time. Since joining the group, they had all harbored the wish to attain ascension, diligently practicing their skills and great perseverance. One day, their master finally informed his disciples that after years of rigorous training, their skills had become proficient. He told them that they could now follow him into the mountains for a secluded meditation. If they were fortunate, they might achieve ascension and become immortals. The disciples were overjoyed and eagerly packed their belongings to follow their master into the mountains. The master led them using a teleportation technique to breathtakingly beautiful mountains. The mountain was rustling golden leaves, presenting a scene of crisp, refreshing autumn weather. That at the mountain's peak, there was a hamlet where they set down their belongings. The master then led them along a path behind the hamlet to the summit. There they saw strands of silk hanging in the air, with one end suspended in the mountain mist and the other reaching high into the clouds, destination unknown. The master said, "This is the celestial ladder to the immortal kingdom. Hundreds of years ago, your senior brother ascended to immortality from this very spot." With that, he handed each of them a peculiar object of violet color and said, "This is a pill to aid your ascension. Quickly, my disciples, consume it." The disciples, filled with excitement, immediately swallowed the larva-like objects. A few hesitated, only to see a terrifying and disgusting scene. The disciples taking the pills had transformed into flat-headed, fleshy worms. Horrified, they questioned their master, shaking. The master shook his head and sighed. "When the opportunity arises, your courage fails, which makes you unfit to become immortals." Before his sigh had ended, the disciples who transformed into worms lunged at him. Wait, what? So, wait, what? What? He said, disciples taking the pills had transformed into flat-headed, fleshy worms. Oh, okay. So then I guess he just left them as worms? Kind of weird. Then I guess they like killed the rest of them then, was the idea. Interesting. Seems like this area is pretty straightforward, just kind of one path to go. Hopefully this game doesn't have...
Who goes there?
Oh, hello. Oh, jeez. But yeah, thankfully this game has invisible walls, so you can't like fall off the edge. I guess we'll just get our mana back. Not that we really need it during the thing, but hopefully there's a boss fight coming up. It's a bit more open. noticing that the sword guys are kind of weaker than um the staff guys in terms of like health. Oops. Oops. So there are more slug guys over this way. Oh, hello. This. Ow. 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 Take. Ease. Okay. Let's see what you actually do, because we kind of killed you too fast. Ow. Ow. Still poison. Attack with your spear. Makes sense. Oh, hello. Any secrets here? Mm, very pretty. Oh, we got a ton of sparks to spend. Let's see what we can get. Uh, Here's focus gained. What projectiles? Uh, Might be useful to get these. I have been using the mobile spin a lot more. Okay, cool. See you, Grafty. You have a wonderful week on
Immortal
SOL.
die. Rising look. Spreading wings. Perching roost.
Hello.
Tigers pounce.
Oh.
Tails pecking swallow. Viper.
What if I just like... I guess.
Subdue. Dive.
Oh, it's a boss fight. Oh. Ow. Okay, let's kill all the underlings first, if we can. Nice.
I'd rather die.
Okay, jeez.
Way out. Alone in this endless dark. Come, end my life.
Guess he wants to die? Oh, come on. Oh.
There's no leaving this cave. I'd rather die. There's no way out.
Okay, well, stop trying to kill me then. Ow.
No more delays. Come close and finish me.
Oh, not do as much damage as I thought it was going to. Okay. Ow. There we go.
I am free.
You're welcome. I think. Cool. Tablet of 3 Supremes. Okay. Considerably increases critical hit chance when health is low. Okay. Sounds useful. Then we got the Spirit. Finally increases poison resistance. I think that would be useful now. Then we got this. Using the gourd moderately extends the duration of invincibility upon executing a dodge for a short duration. Okay. That's kind of useful. Did we get another one? Oh yeah. Dragonfly. So that increases key gain from hits, but significantly reduces maximum health, mana, and stamina. Hmm. Okay. Beetle Commander. When faced with traps, one must pass the test. When fortune smiles, do know when to rest. If a man of great will must vent his zest, trade deeds for fame, and rank with the best. Okay. A young man from the village of Shaded Heights served at the county yamen. Yamen? Running errands for the local government. What is a yamen? I was thinking it was saying ramen, but obviously that doesn't make sense. And the office or residence of a public official in Chinese Empire. Okay, makes sense. Um, Magistrate despised him and hindered his advances at every turn. One day, the magistrate learned of the Yaoguai haunting the village of Langxi. He sent the young man to investigate alone and hoped he'd never return. Aware of the magistrate's ill intent, the young man accepted the task without hesitation. He chose not to beg for his life in this. As he entered the desolate, eerie village, he was overcome with regret. But as night fell, and without knowledge of the mountain paths, he had no choice but to stay. He found a less dilapidated house with intact eaves, barred all the doors and windows, and lit a lamp to steel himself for a long night, planning to depart at first light. Fear gripped him at midnight, so he practiced his swordplay to calm his nerves. After a while, a deep voice arose from the darkness above the rafters. I am a Yaoguai of this ridge. I meant to kill you, but with your fine swordsmanship and official blade, you must be a yamen runner, yes? The young man was startled but needed to voice his woes. He shared his ordeal with the Yaoguai and drew sighs of empathy. The Yaoguai said, I too was once an imperial guard, but a treacherous, 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 treacherous court official cursed me into a beetle to scrape by in these hills. I long for death, but I still wish to pass on my sword skills to someone worthy. Now, if you're willing to learn my skills, I offer to teach you. The young man dared not to refuse. As he agreed, a beetle over 3 meters tall descended from the shadows. Its neck bore a thick carapace like a general's helm. The beetle wielded twin blades with a steadfast, forceful style that suited the young man's disposition. Overjoyed, the young man practiced with the beetle by the fading lamplight until dawn. As they parted ways, the beetle said kindly, the world these days is full of those lacking talent and virtue and ascending through flattery. Why tangle with them and sully yourself? Aim higher. A man should carve his own path. With a hearty laugh, the beetle left. This encounter changed the young man. He resigned from his position at the yamen and enlisted in the border armies. His superb swordsmanship elevated him to the rank of general. Leading the troops against foreign foes, he won victory after victory and became a famed commander. Okay, interesting. Okay, cool. Secret? Nope. Well, sometimes it's like, oh, hello. Ow. Excuse me. I'm trying to do something. Ow. 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 Stop it. That, and then I guess poison, so these. Oh, great. Oh, hello. Got a friend hiding there, I see. But he didn't do a very good job at saving you. Okay, another one down. I guess we'll rest. These guys aren't going to respawn, so. Wish there was an easier way of getting mana back, other than resting. Oh, no. Oh, great, there's two of them. No. Die, please. Thank you. Slightly increases might recovery rate. Again, I really wish that there's just like a tooltip, like being able to remember what might means. And well, obviously poison damage makes sense. But I think might is... What is might? I think that's the charging of the... Like, whenever we do a heavy attack, I think that's the might. No. Transformation continues. Might requires a full gauge to initiate. Okay. So might is the transformation gauge, I guess. And then stamina, well, that's always. And then focus. Okay, so focus is the heavy attack thing, and then might is transformation. And I'll probably ask again what they are. So, okay, let's drink poison thing. Oh, great. Boss fight. Okay, I guess not. I was waiting for the cutscene to trigger. More crafting materials that I don't really need. Completely empty part of the map. Cool. I'm assuming there's probably a boss fight here, then. Just more enemies. Why are there so many of these slug guys just like lying on the ground? Ooh, that guy's one of the spirit guys. Oh, great. There's so many of these guys here. No. These guys. Okay. I think we might be almost done with this chapter. We'll probably need a couple more episodes to get it done, but yeah, I think we'll probably be done with this chapter. And then chapter 5 is apparently not very long, and then chapter 6 is like really short. So almost done with the game, which is exciting. Definitely looking forward to getting this done. I have enjoyed this game, but yeah, excited to see how this ends. Oh, it's still alive. Oh. Let's get this guy with the powered up. That's not very good at this. Obviously. Well, I guess they did say he was lazy, right? So makes sense. Let's see. What do you have? Moderately increases attack, considerably reduces defense. Okay. Yeah, look at that. Hello. Okay. Seems like he's not an enemy, so let's finish off taking care of these guys and we'll talk to him. Did I miss? I did. How do I miss this? It's giving me an error again, but hopefully it's still working. What's up?
Knowing the joy within the play, why chase the notes astray? Love and passion are as fleeting as the clouds. In the end, they leave nothing but cobwebs and dust. A broken mirror cannot be made whole again, my friend. Tell Master Pig, if you will, that attachments are not to be dwelt upon.
Hmm.
Immortal once from above. For love she strayed, in her webbed prison,
Okay, I guess it is working.
through mortal
Oh,
years she stayed.
seem to be lagging. Um, so, uh, wondering if you can hear me still. It does seem like the visual aspect of it is not working, but hello, hello. I don't know, I can't hear myself. Seems to be an issue with YouTube. Trying to figure out. Here. Let's see. I wonder if YouTube's maybe just down for everyone. Is YouTube down? Uh, nope. Widget. If I restart OBS, we'll try that. Actually, I think it might be working now. Seems the frames have stabilized. Let me check. Yeah, okay, never mind. Okay, apologies for that. Seems like YouTube is having an issue or something.
Immortal once from above. For love she strayed, in her webbed prison. Through mortal years she stayed.
I hear myself talking. I don't know from where. Oh, it's from my phone. Okay, I think we're back. But the game has crashed. So, let's see if I can reload the game real quick. Well, at least it seems to have fixed the issue I was having before. But the game does seem to be maybe not working. Okay, let's try some of these. Okay, that's better. Apologies for that. Um, it's the joy of live streaming. Okay. Where were we? Oh, for those watching the VOD are too confused. And hopefully we don't have to kill all these guys again. That would be annoying. Okay, it seems they're still dead, which is good. Okay.
Immortal once from above. In her webbed immortal in her webbed.
Okay. Is that it?
Immortal in her webbed prison. Through mortal years she stayed.
I guess that's it. There's something breathing. I guess it's this thing. Okay. Ooh, see a thing over there. Let's go grab that.
Welcome, evil.
Oh, hello. Easy. Not that we needed to defeat him, but might as well. This. Let's check over here. Hmm. Let's go this way first. I don't see any enemies, but okay, other than this guy, of course. Oh, fungi woman. Ow, ow. Nice. Ow. Of course. Monkey head fungus seeds. Nice. Okay, we'll do this, and then we'll drink the stupid thing. This. That. Fungi woman. Okay. Interesting. Considerably increases maximum health, but moderately reduces maximum stamina. Nice. I think monkey head fungus is used for pretty important recipe, so it's good that we got the seeds for that. Huh. Okay, I thought we would have gotten a fungi woman thing. Little blurb on why there's a fungi woman. But I guess not. Sunset in the Nine Skies. Each sip recovers 35% maximum health, grants considerable amount of ki. Okay. That's the so key is the one for the special like item that we got, I think. The like sandstorm thing. Interesting. Yeah. We only have two of them. There's a whole bunch apparently. I think we only have access to two right now. Unless maybe I missed one, but I don't think I did. Kind of weird. I thought maybe there'd be something for the fungi woman.
I stepped into the sack for nothing but your sake. I'd appreciate a thank you, but you gave me torn arms. Now, in compensation, I'll claim yours.
Okay. Oh, ow.
Yes, for a spill. I had to put myself in there to figure out all the warp bruises of that many legs. Speaks the loudest. I see now. There's never ascension from those sacks. Worthless limbs be gone! That old Taoist fooled me. My challenge was a delusion. Forget it! Face me in a fair fight. You shall learn to best that corruption.
Oh, great.
Taste mine!
Yeah, please.
I have your head! Your heart split!
Nice. Easy.
Find the needle on Purple Cloud Mountain.
Okay. No, I don't want to go yet. So I got a whole place to explore here. Venom Taoist. Schemes and plots hard to outsmart. Impulsive nature, a straightforward heart. He should thank his twin blades. One cuts through folly, one has the truth displayed. Gentle mountain breeze, wildflowers covered ground inside uh, inside stone cave behind the temple. The purple-faced Taoist master asked with a gentle smile, "How long have you been in this temple?" I do not know. I can only remember that the thunder had struck the hall over 100 times, replied the Venom Taoist, standing cautiously beside the master. Then it has been over 100 years, the master said, walking towards the bare stone wall, about to touch it. Master, the Taoist called out, I have been here for a long time, yet you have not taught me any skills. Could you perhaps teach me a few moves today? You wish to learn my skills? Since the day I called you master, yes. Your foundation is solid and energy channels harmonized. You have already achieved high. I'm afraid learning my skills won't help you much. The Taoist tensed up at the master's words, fully on guard. Yet, out of his expectation, the master uttered, Skills I can offer no more, but some unique methods of practice I can offer. Yet they are beyond minds feeble, and demand strong willpower to succeed. If you are not deterred by hardship, I can let you try. Intrigued, the Taoist asked, What kind of unique methods? The Taoist shook his head and said, Without your willingness to learn, I cannot tell you that. The Taoist pondered deeply, unable to make a decision. The Taoist gently persuaded, It is a path trodden by many of my disciples. If you come here attempt nothing and achieve nothing, would it not be a journey in vain? Hearing this, the Taoist remembered that his brother's instruction and inquired, What can this method achieve? It will refine your body, elevate your divine skills, and the path to ascension shall be an ease. Is it truly so profound? If you find it not helping, you can stop at any time, the master said confidently. Moved by these words, the Taoist agreed immediately. I am ready to follow your instructions, master. Come with me, the Taoist said, glancing once more at the stone wall before leading the Taoist away. Yeah, we'll go take care of that. Probably next episode. But let's finish exploring this area first before we start going to a new area. Ooh, soul remigration. Material. Upon use, grants resurrection upon death before triggering life-saving strand for a long duration. Okay. Hopefully it's not like an automatic use. I'd rather not just waste it on dying to some random, like, enemy. It's a fake thing, I guess. Hmm. Did I thought there was more to this area. Guess not. Hello. Okay, well, there is that whole other area we didn't go to. Um, you remember it's just the chest? Okay. Because there was that other area that we didn't go to. That was by the shrine, because we went the other way. Let's go over there first. I didn't get back there. This way? Yeah. Favorite chapter? Yeah, well, apart from the absolutely terrifying spiders, I've enjoyed this chapter a lot too. Here we go. Here I was thinking that this was the critical path. Oh,
Please, you must save me. Ah,
oh, this is the final boss.
So, both my trap and my vessel failed. But how?
when I saw him, I
What?
just couldn't. The destined one then arrived and bested me. Now the monkey
Well, I
has
didn't want to do that.
ransacked our hollow.
A mere monkey showing such disrespect. Your wound was recovering. But now it's getting worse.
Oops. Okay, because I thought there was like something where if you beat the final boss, you would like lock out of stuff. Let's see. I really wish this game had a map. I guess there is one like online, but wish there was one in the game. I didn't realize we were so close to the end. I thought we had like a whole other area we had to explore first. Okay, so don't go that way. Yeah, but I thought um there was like certain items that you are locked out of if you beat the final boss. Hello. Oh, I don't have any mana. This is gonna go well. Ow. Can you land? I'm gonna kill you. Oh. Uh,
Stop! Spare his life! Foul monkey! No matter how many times you reincarnate, you're still blind to the ways of this world. Now, in your folly, you've hindered the dealings of the court. But above that, you've given a girl who knows no limits a false hope. I shall transform her into a mighty golden pill and keep it safe for you. Think about her, won't you? Should you feel like stirring trouble in your next life?
What? Okay. So did I beat him? Okay. Maximum stamina, nice. Oh. Hello.
Die!
Look how they're just slowly walking down the stairs. Nice. Okay, so this isn't the final boss then. It's like a previous boss, I guess. Or not previous boss, previous fight before the final boss. Okay, well I guess I'll fight him.
Please. You must save me.
So, both my trap and my vessel failed.
Oh, final chapter boss. Okay.
When I saw him, I just couldn't. The destined one then arrived and bested me. Now the monkey has ransacked our hollow.
A mere monkey showing such disrespect. Your wound was recovering. But now it's getting worse. Fear not, I'll deal with him. But before that thing of mine, do you still have it?
I do.
Very well. Despite all your failures, you led the Destined One here. I should reward you for that. But the thing I gave you, now I must have it back. comprehend my design. This, along with those relics inside him, shall free me of Kunlun's reign. Rest assured, darling, I'll avenge you. Now let go of your misery and rest in peace.
Okay.
Now you owe it to me.
Ow. Ow. Why are you trying to attack me?
Are your minds as muddled as your mother's?
Yeah, this guy has a ton of health.
They are fruitless, all my things, if they foul or not. I see how you go to join her. I'll grant it. The Celestial Court has sealed this place for years.
And they're all gone.
Never understand what I strive to achieve. You are the one who ruined my grand design.
Ow. Am I doing any damage? I feel like I didn't do any damage there. I dodged that. Ow. Please. Ow. Heal, please. Great. Ow. Ow. Oh. Oh.
Stand behind me. I can kill every destined one I find.
Am I supposed to defeat this guy now? I feel like this fight was really difficult. without doing the secret area first? Okay.
Thing, be gone!
Mm, let's go to the secret area then. Gonna make it easier. Okay, I guess that's it. Thought there'd be more here. Hello. Okay, here we go. Obsession, a remnant of worldly ties, transforms the unfinished aspirations into spaces, both tangible and ethereal, real and illusory. Through certain objects, one can navigate these spaces, engaging with the past and future, and perhaps gaining even more, such as a really overpowered device to kill the final boss with. Ooh, this place is pretty. Oh, Cloud Mountain.
Husband. Oh dear. passerby might find your remains.
Hello? Just gonna steal your stuff first. Hello.
Young master, please forgive my impropriety. I am but a widow, here to mourn my late husband. Show some kindness, and excuse my manners. We lived in peace in our mountaintop home. But out of nowhere, wicked insects swarmed the place. They occupied our village. I was the lone survivor. I intended to retrieve my late husband's keepsakes. But the Gwai's leader, the Scorpion Lord, has discouraged all my attempts with his death sting. Young master, are you heading up the mountain? Venomous Yaoguais have infested the forest ahead. Take caution, or you may never make it back alive. Remember to carry enough herbs with you, in case you find yourself poisoned. Young master, are you heading up the mountain? Venomous Yaoguais have infested the forest ahead. Take caution.
I'll try to find the bonfire. There we go. And we'll probably take on this thing next episode. 'Cause I think there's a whole bunch we have to do here before we actually are able to get the item that we need. But yeah, so I guess the 100-Eyed Taoist is the final boss for the chapter, but then there's stuff that you won't. There's like a boss. There's like a final boss for this area. That's what I was getting confused about. Okay, well, that makes more sense. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching this episode of The Rise Show with Adam Franco. We'll be back with some more this game on Sunday. I think today's Friday. Yeah, we'll be back with some more this game then. But until then, thank you all so much for watching this episode. Like this video, share with your friends and family, subscribe to the channel, do all the fun things you know what to do here on YouTube. Oh, and we have a present over there.
Self-refinement is the way. It retains the energy of both this world and beyond.
Ooh, nice.
No shame in taking the pills. More unfair are the innate skill.
Cheers!
A drink. Let's see.
Such fine brew would fit your gourd well.
Okay.
Remember, young friend, a sip makes one tipsy, many sips make you...
I think we got some more seeds.
In this world. Rest assured, this old Long knows his trade. As they say, fine soil yields fine. What do you think of my work? Leaving so soon? Do visit from time to time.
We got a new spirit, I guess. This is the armored worm. Yeah, okay. So they increases critical hit when in poison state. Okay. So there's like multiple things that you can combine that thing with if you wanted to do like a poison build, I guess. So sounds kind of annoying, but sure, it's probably pretty powerful. I don't think there's anything we can upgrade over here, but I'll check anyways. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching this episode. Go check out the latest Max DC channel episode if you haven't already. We made some, what did we make? We made some monster soup, which was pretty good, so definitely go recommend checking that out. I guess we can upgrade the dodging one, because
Home and armor
that's
in
the one we're
place.
wearing.
A
A
sure
bit,
oppose in any case.
a bit easier to fight things.
This can give you some edge.
And we'll see about upgrading everything else later. It does seem like the golden threads are limited in terms of their use, so try to save them for ones that we want to use them on. But yeah, like these ones I can't really use them on. But not that I really want to make these anyways. But it'd be nice if we could, but I don't have enough golden threads, I don't think, to make all of these. So unfortunately, we'll have to not use them. But we'll see.
If you need sharper blades, seek me.
But yeah, I think that's it. So thank you all so much for watching once again, and we'll be back on Sunday at 5:30 p.m. Central Time. I believe, yes. Yeah. And yeah, more Black Myth Wukong. We're almost done with this game. I thought we were almost done with this game too quickly, but we'll see how that goes next time. But yeah, I think that's it. So thank you all so much for watching for the third time, fourth time, fifth time, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.